Good morning. Yesterday, I kind of cut you guys off. I think I was coming back from the barn and I was just talking about checking on Panda Puppy and Carol and the pugs and stuff like that. And by the time I got inside, I was so tired and just so exhausted from the sun that I decided to just not film anymore. I didn't even really decide that. I was so tired that I just went about the rest of my evening without picking up my camera because I didn't want to. So it's the next day. I'm just writing in my morning pages this morning because I haven't even had time to do my morning pages in about 5 or 6 days. So there's like a gap of 5 or 6 days in between the last time I wrote, and I don't like that. Morning pages are an artist's way exercise. The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and I've been doing morning pages for I don't even know how long, probably the past decade. So I just started reading The Artist's Way, but the morning pages are not new to me. It's not a new practice to me. It's something I've been doing for a long time. Although I had taken a little bit of a break until I picked up The Artist's Way and was reminded or inspired, encouraged to start doing them again. So I've been doing them now for maybe about a month consistently, except for this past week. I am really not happy with the way that yesterday's vlog footage kind of turned out. I feel like I was way happier with what I filmed at Shay's in Edmonton and what I filmed at Cedarview and the vlogs that I made there. And then here at Jade's Ranch, this is like the highlight of my summer, was being here and having access to all of these barn animals and all of these gorgeous horses and stuff. And I haven't even had really the time to think properly about creating vlogs and filming vlogs and stuff. I talked about all of this yesterday, but I am just getting up. It's 8:15. I slept in a little bit. I found this super cute Alberta mug in their cupboards. One of my favorite things about going to a new place, a new house that I'm sitting, is kind of like rummaging through their cupboards to, get my bearings in their kitchen for where all their things are, and checking out all of their mugs, because people's mug collections are just so unique to them, and it's just such a representation of like their life and their business and their interests and their sense of humor. This Alberta mug, I don't know. I'm in Alberta. I don't think it's necessarily completely representative of Jade and Phil, but I just love it. I think it's so beautiful, and I thought it was very fitting to drink out of this mug while I was here. Jade also owns a little jewelry business called Rustic Rebel, which I think is just the greatest name. She creates earrings and I think a couple of other things. And there's a Rustic Rebel mug in there that I pulled out, and of course a Lasting Strides mug that I pulled out too. But I love this artwork, and it's just making me happy that I'm in Alberta right now. I'm really looking at Alberta differently than I did 4.5 years ago when I left and moved to British Columbia. So I've been in British Columbia for the past 4 years, since June of 2020. And it has been a long process of back and forth and trying to figure out where I feel like I belong. It's always been between those two provinces. I'm from Ontario, so I was born in Toronto, and I was raised there until I was 9. So all of my childhood memories are from the Greater Toronto area. And I'm 38 now, and I moved away from Ontario when I was 9. I spent the majority of that time in Alberta, and then I moved to BC 4 years ago. So for me, finding my place has always been between BC and Alberta, and they are very different provinces in so many different ways, like geography-wise, and of course politically, and just the type of people that live there, the types of experiences that are there, the wildlife, like it's all so different. And when I left Alberta, I fucking hated it. I victimized myself, and I really demonized Alberta as the cause of all of my problems, specifically Calgary. So I was really, really bitter and really, really just upset with my experience in the province, and I wanted to get away so bad. And so that's why my move to the Kootenays in British Columbia was so incredibly momentous when it happened, because it felt like almost like I was gonna say an exorcism. It just felt like a massive, I don't even know how to describe it. I was just about to say it felt like a massive cord cutting, but that cord, that energetic cord to Alberta, has always been there. It's never gone away. Over the last 4 years, I've just learned so much about each province and what they stand for and what they have to offer and the pros and the cons of each. Yeah, it's crazy. Like just this situation that I've set up, this opportunity where I'm still connected connected to Alberta in that all of my contacts are here, my friends are here, my family is here, my clients are here, like my community is here, everything is in Alberta. I have not been able to foster that in BC. I think there's a couple reasons for that. The Kootenays, number one, it's just different, but also the fact I've only been there for 4 years, and I spent 25 years in Banff, Canmore, and then Calgary. 25 years of energy and time put into establishing and fostering relationships and networking and creating my foundation, and it's only been 4 years in the Kootenays, and 3/4 of that was through the pandemic. So like obviously, I don't know, and also nothing really happens in the Kootenays. Like I feel like you go to this is my experience anyway, I go to the Kootenays to be alone, and I'm just not really interested in the activities and the stuff that they have going on out there. Really, not really. So anyway, I have no idea why this conversation went in this direction this morning. It's because of this mug. But it's something that I think about all the time. All the time. I am always reflecting on how this pet sitting thing has just allowed me to be back and forth. Like it's not just one or the other. It's coming to Alberta to work and to see my mom and to do my thing out here in the prairies, and then it's going back to BC to recuperate from being here. You know, I work and stuff like that when I'm back too, but it's been to see Jessie again and to explore and to be in nature and to go to the lake and like stuff like that. I don't know. It's just it's an interesting thing. It's heading into week 3 of being away from BC and being away from Jessie, and this is usually how it goes. Week 1 and week 2 feel really great because I'm here and I'm recharged. Like BC just recharges me, and I feel so pumped up, and I'm just so excited to get to Alberta and see the sky again and the sun, and like I don't know, that's why I was so excited to go to the Stampede, which is not a normal thing for me. And then I get burnt out from the noises and just like all of it, the sun even. Like I get so burnt out and so tired and so like not lonely, but like I start to miss Jessie. Like 3 weeks is kind of like my limit where I start to feel like, okay, I'm ready to go back now. Like I'm ready to go back to BC and smell the smells and be near the water and stuff like that. And so when I think about or reflect upon my time in Alberta for 25 years, like it's no wonder I was the way I was when I moved out to BC and why it was such a big deal that I did. But now I've kind of learned that this back and forth kind of fills different parts of who I am and fulfills like different needs and different desires that I have. I'm not sure if I really know if I belong in one or the other. It's definitely one of those things where I'm split between two places. I wonder if you guys have something similar, a relationship between two places that are separate, that both have pros and cons, but both like fill different needs for you or make you feel happy in different ways. Definitely let me know. I think that's really interesting, and it's something that I've been learning about myself and that I've been really just questioning and thinking about. Very much neither here nor there. Like I don't really identify with either. I identify with both. You know, they're both my home, and it sucks that you have to be like a resident of either Alberta or BC because their governments are so different and their systems are so different, because both of them are my home. I have BC plates right now, and BC like government identification and stuff like that. They used to obviously be Alberta. I want both. Like I want to be a BC Alberta resident. It sucks. Like I don't like splitting myself up like that and having to identify as one. It feels weird driving around Alberta with BC plates also. It also doesn't feel that great driving around BC with Alberta plates. Two provinces kind of have some beef with each other. So anyway, today, oh my god, I am just gonna spend some time writing my morning pages here, and then I'm gonna try my best to, I guess, take you guys around a little more organically than I did in the last vlog or yesterday, because yesterday I was carrying around my tripod and setting up my shots and actually like, you know, walking in them and stuff like that. I think I'm just gonna be a little more chatty today, or I'll try, and we will go hang out with the barn animals. But this morning, after I'm done my coffee and stuff and writing my morning pages and taking the girls out for a pee, I have to go and let Astrid and Doodles out of their pen, because Astrid and Doodles, the baby cow and the baby goat, sleep together. And then I have to let Scribbles, well, I have to open the whole coop, like the whole barn. They all live together, so I have to open that, and then Scribbles comes out and I have to milk her. I'm drinking a goat milk latte this morning from milk that I got from her the other day, which I think is just the most magical, special, incredible thing ever. I will bring my camera, I'll pop in a fresh battery and a fresh memory card, and I'll film what I can. It all happens so fast and it's all so intense, and it's just like this intense flurry of morning activity when everyone's waking up. It's really quite sweet. I really look forward to the routine and waking up each morning to start the day with everybody. I just think it's so precious that all of these little barn animals are starting their day and you know, they're waking up to a brand new day. I just think that's really, really cute. So I'm gonna finish my goat milk latte from Scribbles. Thank you, Scribbles. And do some writing, get my thoughts out on the page, and then we're gonna let Fern and Ivy out for a pee and head out to the barn. All right, first things first, we are just going to let out the kitties from the depths. They sleep down here.
Hello, good morning, monkey. Hello, I think your name is Yuzma, but you don't like the pets. Hello, I think you're Yuma. Are you Yuna or Yuma? Yuna. Yuma? Hi, pretty. Do you guys want some food? Yeah, there's puggies up there. You love the puggies. Yes, you do. Hi, pretty girl. I think you're a girl. Oh, wow. So, hi. Okay, bye. I'm just gonna grab their dishes and fill up their food. We'll start with you, pretty kitty. Hey, gorgeous. Look how pretty you are. You don't have to be so afraid. Okay. Come here, Fern. Come here, Fern. Come here, honey. I have to pick you up. You're not going down those stairs. Nope, nope, nope. No way in hell. We are not sustaining another injury. Okay, you wait there. I'm just gonna go get your sister. Hi, love. You can't go down the stairs either. No, you can't. All right. Now we're ready. Now we're ready to go for pee-pees. Yeah. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is let out little Panda Puppy and Pickles Kitty from the shop and bring them over to the corral pasture over here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. How did you sleep, Panda? How did you sleep? Did you have a good sleep? Do you want to go for a run? Hi, Pickles. Okay. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Whew. You a good girl, Panda Puppy? Are you here clocking in, reporting for duty? Yes, you are, sweet baby. You're such a good farm dog. Yes, you are. Panda is half Border Collie, half Great Pyrenees, I believe. That's a good farm dog. That's a good farm dog. You protect. Yes, you protect and chase the sheep. Yes, you do. Okay, I'm sure this is wonderful lighting, backlighting and shadowing on my face. Now, we're gonna open the gate because I think there are kids and like other miscellaneous people coming by to do like horse things. So we're gonna open the gate so that they can come in. Next, I'm gonna grab my supplies for collecting eggs and for milking Scribbles. These are whiskey balls, the iced ones that you keep in the freezer. They go in here, and apparently that's what makes goat milk taste less goaty. So when you're drinking goat milk that has been chilled, like right from the teat, it tastes like cow's milk if you drink cow's milk. Ivy doesn't like that part. They fit perfectly right in here. That's it. That's my goat milking vessel. So I bring that out with me. And then the egg collecting basket, this little wire basket, that's what I use to collect the chicken and the duck eggs. I don't know if I was in frame there. So those are the two things I'm bringing. I'm gonna throw on this Lasting Strides hat because I just discovered hats like yesterday when I found that hat. I don't usually wear ball caps. I got that Grumble Farm beanie, and I'm sort of used to beanies when my hair is straight, but I've never been a hat wearer, and I'm not exactly sure why, because hats are great, especially when you're doing this kind of thing and it's like pointless to wear makeup and do your hair when it's so hot outside in the summer, and keep the sun off your face and all that good stuff. So we're gonna wear this again today. I love wearing Lasting Strides hats while I'm here. I think it's very on brand, very on point. I'm gonna stick these two camera batteries in my bra because I don't have any pockets, just so we have some longevity out there at the barn and in the pasture. I'm gonna try and bring my coffee because I made a second one. And then, yeah, I don't know, we'll take it from there. I had to set the tripod so tall because the barn is so tall, but I'm just gonna set this stuff down and open the barn doors and open the barn for the morning. Okay. So, this is little Miss Doodles. She's very noisy in the morning. And then sweet Astrid. Hi, my sweet little pal. You want to see your mommy? Yes, you do. You want to see mom? You want to get this party started? They actually stay in this pen while I go get Doodle's mom to milk her on this thing. And sort of just to make her a little less anxious, I'm just gonna fill up some food in the feeder. For you, you're so calm and sweet though. Yes, you are. And their food is just, well, there's like cow grain here, but I'm just gonna give them some of this. It's like corn and oats. Yeah, I'm just gonna come in for a minute. Is that okay? But please don't come out. No, it's not time. It's not time quite yet. Hi, sweetie. Oh my goodness. Yes, I already love you so much. There is a gigantic turd in there. Is that you? I think that was you, because that certainly was not Doodles. Okay, to just like better the poop in. So let's go get Mama, Milky Mama, and get her all sorted. Okay, this has to be one of my favorite parts of the whole entire morning. It was one of my favorite parts of the morning at Carly's as well. The only difference is that there is, I think, a few more chickens in here, and the goats, and Kelly the pig, and some ducks. So it's a little bit more of a funny farm crew. But yeah, I love this moment. They're so excited to come out. Ready? I love how they all come out to get a drink of water from the pool. So cute, especially the ducks. They're so cute. Everyone gathers at the watering hole. They do have water inside, but they love coming out here in the morning and just like gathering here. It's very cute. So I'm just gonna scatter some of the cob here for the chickens. And then I'm gonna feed Kelly really quick, and then we're gonna milk Scribbles because she wants to be milked. Can you guys maybe understand why I was so stressed out yesterday about vlogging? I was like, how do I even capture this? Like, how is this even possible? I'm gonna set up my camera on my tripod, and we're gonna bring Scribbles into her little, I forget what this is called, but we're gonna get her milked. I didn't really get to talk too much about this yesterday because I was just so overwhelmed, but I'm just gonna clean her udder and her teats with some soapy water. Okay, so this is my first time milking a goat. Not today, but just like at this sit. Jade kind of walked me through how to do it when I came here for her to walk me through morning chores earlier this week. And it's a lot different than you expect. I think that they kind of fucked up how you think a goat or a cow is milked in the mainstream media. Like, what else is new? I have my little container with my whiskey ice balls in here. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of give her. I was thinking yesterday about how funny it would be to do like instead of a get ready with me, it's like milk my goat with me. I'm just like here milking a goat and like chatting with you guys about whatever. But I don't think I'm quite at that point yet because I'm still so focused on doing this properly. And Yeah, I don't know. It's just a funny thought I had. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this off. Scribbles is done. She's telling me she's done because she's getting really agitated and stomping her feet. I don't know if you can see this. I didn't get as much as I wanted, but there's still quite a bit in there. There's like almost as much as I wanted. So we are going to reunite Scribbles and her baby doodles, put them in the pen over there by the coop, and then I think we're gonna feed the minis and the donkey and Sadie out back from the attic barn, or the barn attic, and then we're gonna have squish cow cuddles. Okay, so I'm gonna let this little babe out first. Come on, little babe. Astrid, I will be back for you, my darling. Little Doodles loves the food. We're gonna release you. And then let's get you back in the pen over here. Hey, little chonker, let's go back. Follow your mama. I know, follow your mama. There we go. Come on, let's go this way. Come here. I just do not wanna have like goats on the loose, you know? Come on, honey. Let's go back. All right, that chore is done. Woohoo! All right, next we're just gonna climb these stairs and go up into the barn attic. Oof. So, I already brought my tripod up here, but I'm just gonna take some flakes of hay from these bales and we're gonna feed them to Sadie and TJ and Max and Tater, who are always waiting. Hello, gorgeous. There's a little tater tot under there. Are you ready for some food? I'm gonna try and film some vertical with my phone as well, so you can see it like over here while I'm doing it. Okay, so this is not so secretly actually my favorite part of everything so far. It's this and Kelly, letting Kelly out of her pen. I don't know, it's just how I feel. So this roping or haltering of Astrid is something I leave until last. I do everything else first, and then I spend time with her, cuddle her, snuggle her, and then take her for a little run in the grass. She likes to have cow zoomies, and then let Kelly out and smack her belly and just say hello to her. And then I have to collect some eggs and check on the barn cat stuff, and I think that's pretty much it. And then we're gonna do a herd check. So it's Astrid hour. My basket for eggs. What are you doing inside of that thing? Doodles. Doodly dudes. Oh, boop bonk. Let's go get our little babe. Ready, Kelly Belly? Hello! Good morning! That's right. Yes, he says good morning. All right, Kelly's gonna go off and do her thing. And you're cute. We are going to collect some eggs from this basket. Excuse me, chicken. That's not where you live. Let's get out. Let's get out. Good job. Oh, so many mosquitoes. Hi, chicken. Can I interrupt? Oh, you're really just not gonna leave, are you? Are you like actively laying an egg right now? Oh my God, why aren't you moving? Okay, well, Thanks for your help. So these are duck eggs. These are all duck eggs, which is awesome. I'm just gonna take another quick look around and see if there's anything else that I missed. And then I think everybody's good. Hi, sweet baby. So I'm gonna head back to the house and scramble up some duck eggs for myself and for Fern and Ivy and add it into their breakfast. I tried giving them a little bit of goat's milk yesterday and Ivy liked it, so I might give her some. Fern, not so much, which is classic Fern. She just turned her nose up at it and was like, no thank you. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the house and actually like feed ourselves, take care of ourselves, and then get ready for our first herd check of the day. I'll introduce you to the horses. Hi, sweetheart, I'm back. Do you desperately need your dirty little rope? Well, now you're not gonna take it. Ivy, it's your rope. There we go. Good girl. Yeah, Mom's back from the barn rope. Hey, Fern. You want some breakfast? Are you hungry? I'm gonna put these away. I'm going to scramble up some older duck eggs for myself and for these girls. I'm also gonna show you how I strain the milk. I know you saw it yesterday or in the last vlog from yesterday, but I'm gonna show you how I strain it out and then how I put it away into a jar to get put in the fridge. And I'm gonna give Fern and Ivy, I'm gonna give Ivy, our little rope girl, a little bit of goat milk in her breakfast with her duck eggs and her raw food in her fluff truff. Okay. So for the goat milk, it's just this container, this strainer, and this little water bottle just opens up like this. And then all I'm doing is, oh, actually, I forgot a step. Extra filtration, coffee filter goes in here. I'm kind of far away from the camera. So we're just gonna let that sit. I'm gonna put the eggs away. Okay, I just finished breakfast. That was delicious. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nourished. I'm feeling grounded. I'm feeling pretty good. So as I was eating, I was just thinking about how I'm gonna switch things up a little bit here. Earlier this morning, I was talking about how I was gonna take you guys on a herd check. And I think just because of the chaos and all of the things that we did this morning, and like yesterday as well in the previous vlog, I think I'm gonna make the herd check a separate video because there's one very special horse that I want to introduce you guys to. And I sort of just want it to stand alone on its own instead of getting lost in a vlog where so much other stuff is going on. So we're gonna do a specific herd check video either this evening at sunset. I'll film it, but it'll be its own kind of vlog. I am still heading out right now to do my morning herd check. I do about 3 of them a day, and I have to go give one of them, Mocha, some medication. So there is a little quarter pill I have to give her on top of a handful of cookies, but I have to go out to the pasture and find her. I can identify her very, very easily, but they're just all so far away that it's quite a trek to get out there just to give her her little pill. So I'm just gonna go mingle with everyone and spend some time out there. There was another horse named Rue that when I first got here, the first evening and then the first morning that I was here before I was getting ready to vlog, I was giving her an inhaler, and it reminded me of an inhaler that I was actually giving Jonas for a little while. So it's a human like puffer inhaler. So apparently horses in their older age get something similar to asthma called heaves. And Rue has heaves, and so Rue is the little polka dot. She got polka dots on her nose. That's how I could pick her out of the herd. And it was this big pink device that I had to like sling over my shoulder, go and find her, put a lead on her, and then put this pink thing over her nose and puff like 8 times. The first night I did it out in the pasture, and then the second time that I did it in the morning, she was right up at the fence, so I just kind of like leaned over and gave it to her over the fence. But her course of inhaler medication is done now, so I did grab a clip of that because I wasn't vlogging at the time, but I was like, I just want to record this because I'm only doing it twice, and I think it's kind of neat how I don't know, got to do that for her. So now I've administered medication to horses. So I think that's kind of awesome. But Mocha still gets her little pill, and it's pretty easy to give to her. She just hoovers up her little cookies or her little treats. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm probably not gonna vlog for the rest of the day because honestly, I have to get into this animal Reiki homework and just do some writing. So I'm going to settle into the living room with the air conditioning and a Pepsi Zero from downstairs for a little refreshment, and just, you know, do my assignments and my lessons and all that. And then I have to do evening chores today too, but there's no way that I'm going to fit evening chores into this vlog as well. So I think I am leaving on Wednesday evening, I think. So tonight we'll do the herd check, and then I think, yeah, we have time. In another separate vlog, I'll do an evening chores vlog where we can just do evening chores together, and I can show you how I put everybody to bed and how I put everyone away and close up the barn. But I don't think I can really do morning and night in one vlog because it's just too much. It's just too much. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am still in my groove with this whole vlog thing, although I felt like I was kind of losing it a couple days ago when I first got here, but it's still feeling good and I'm still excited. I've been sharing a little bit to Instagram along the way, so if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a little bit of what I've been sharing in these vlogs. But yeah, and then I guess one final thing that I want to start adding in to these vlogs at the beginning and at the end is that I'm firing up Patreon again. So earlier this year, I switched from Patreon to Substack, and it was actually kind of a catastrophic mistake for me financially and just in my community. We had a 68% drop off in our community members and in our like support, and it was brutal. So thank God I'm like doing this sitting and stuff like that, because the money that I'm making from this is essentially replacing the income and the support that I was getting from people who were signed up as patrons. But it was bad. It was a bad mistake. I started writing the Morning Grumble newsletter and it was fine, but then I realized that I couldn't do the Morning Grumble and do YouTube vlogs at the same time. Both of them just take such an incredible amount of work, and there's just no way. Like, there's just no way. So I had to kind of decide between the two of them, and I decided to go forward with YouTube vlogs because YouTube is the channel that I am really highly focused on right now. I'm really motivated, I'm really inspired, I'm really creatively challenged to grow this channel and to work on these videos and these vlogs and different types of videos that aren't necessarily vlogs, but I'm just loving it. I'm loving the filming and the editing and just the whole creative process of it. I'm loving detoxing from Instagram brain. Like, I'm loving interacting with everyone who leaves comments on YouTube videos, and I would just like to reach a point where I'm actually seeing growth and like new people coming into Grumble Farm's channel from the YouTube platform, because right now it's just my Instagram family that's watching my YouTube videos. I haven't quite reached other people on YouTube yet. It's just people that I'm like trying to force to watch to support the channel's growth. So anyway, YouTube is my focus for the rest of the year at least, or, you know, at least while Jesse and I are at the guest home on the farm in BC. And I think YouTube and Patreon go together like PB and J. Like, they're meant to be together. So I'm not closing down Substack. I'm going to be writing an email to my current paid subscribers on Substack to talk about and explain what's going on. So by the time you're watching this, you shouldn't be like, what the fuck, we're not doing Substack anymore. But I am, yeah, I'm going to be doing both. I'm still going to keep Substack going. I might take off paid subscriptions. I'm not too sure. So it might just be a free newsletter for my email list. And when I feel like writing an article or like writing something or contacting those that are signed up to receive my emails directly, I'm definitely keeping that. But I am going to reboot the Patreon page and start inviting anyone who's watching these videos and these vlogs and who enjoys what I'm doing, enjoys the work that I put into capturing all of this for you, resonates with my story or my message or anything that I share, whatever. Like, if there's any genuine pull to support me and Jessie and my family and the pugs and us in this channel, then Patreon is going to be the place to do it. Patreon is really great because it has so many different tiers that you can choose from, and that's what I actually hated about Substack, is there was only one tier that I was able to create, and I think that made it really inaccessible for a lot of people, including people that wanted to pay more and people that maybe couldn't afford the $11 a month or whatever. It was the stress of being like, I have to prove myself worthy enough of that $11 a month. I don't know, it just didn't really work for me. I like to have a low barrier to entry and then just love up the people that are there so that they feel called and pulled by their heart to upgrade their Patreon tier, or contribute a little bit more along the way. So that's sort of how I prefer to work anyways. So I am going to be switching back over to Patreon. I'm going to leave the link in the description. I'll also leave it above here on either side. I always forget, but I would absolutely love if you would head over there and sign up as a patron. I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time over there privately, just as I did before. I've been on Patreon for about 4 years now, and I really miss it a lot, like a lot. It's where I got to share just all the stuff that I didn't have the energy to share publicly, and I really got to know our patrons, and we hung out on Zoom, and we just like did a whole bunch of kind of fun virtual events together, and I shared from like the depths of my heart on Patreon. It was always my safe space to go when I didn't have the energy for speaking about something publicly, and it's just a really energetically positive, reciprocal way to contribute and support the videos and the content that you are enjoying following along with. I appreciate the viewership like from the get-go, like just watching these videos and paying attention means so much to me. But if you want to be a part of like my inner circle, sort of like internet bestie community, then Patreon will be the place for you to have the opportunity to do that. So I'm going to be talking about that pretty consistently to the best of my ability in future vlogs, probably not at this length where I'm describing everything, because this is the first time I'm talking about it. In previous vlogs, I was always like, subscribe to Substack, subscribe to Substack, and I would still love it if you did that too, because that means that I get your email address to say hello to you directly rather than depending on YouTube's algorithm or Instagram's algorithm. But that's what I wanted to say about that. I really want to not forget to say that, because it's really important for me to be constantly reminding you and inviting you in closer. So thanks for listening to my spiel. Thank you so much for watching. I seriously appreciate you guys so much. Everyone who watches these videos and these vlogs is my fucking favorite. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.